Okay, so here I am. I'm just backtesting. I just went to the year 2011. Um, I'm going to the daily time frame and not they know what it is. Yeah, so just trying to improve my skills. I have no idea what's happening. I'm in February, yeah, February 2011 on the daily time frame. So let's see the weekly first. Let's do a top-down analysis. What do we have? What do we see? Well, obviously, for me, the bigger um, trading range is from this high to this low, right? We can see 25% being respected. We traded through the 50% level. We traded back, and now we're trading up again. Um, so the price is recently just trading higher and higher. So the more recent price action last month or so has been bullish. So down close candles are now supporting price. Price is now trading inside this weekly bearish value gap. That's where we are right now. So weekly bearish value gap. And if we pull out this fib again, price is in a premium, right? So we kind of have to be careful because from here price can go down because we have a premium PD array with a breaker block and there's liquidity right here. But we have to see how price is reacting off of this area. So let's look at the daily. What do we have the daily? Daily we just made a swing low right here. So price is bullish. I don't want this value gap also on the lower time frames. Right here, okay, nice. So we have some highs here that have been taken out with this candle. Also on the weekly, we have this fair value gap. We're trading inside this fair value gap. And we're also bullish with the manipulation lag, and then we traded lower. Yeah, so let's also do, is there a IPDA? No, there's no IPDA, stupid. Okay, so let's do some lookbacks. Didn't notice the line, so I added a bunch. There's 20, 40, and 60. This will give me an idea which lows and highs are important to the to IPDA. So what we have this high, no, not relevant anymore, it's already been taken. This high is now been taken. Is this the more high that jumps out, right? So I'm going to mark out this line. So it's also for education purposes that I have to know that it's 40-day IPDA high. That's now been taken. And then of course we have do we have a 60? Not really, but let's say this is the 60-day. Not relevant for now. Yeah, so let's see if this gets taken. So the 20 has been taken. This is also 20-day look back. I'm sorry, 20. It's 20. Here is 20. It's 40. I'm sorry, this is 60. So this is 60-day look back that has been taken, right? Yeah. This is a 60 period, so it's not 40. My bad. So the 60-day high has now been taken. So it's a dangerous area. So I'm not sure what to expect. Let's see how the 4 hours looking. This could be accumulation, manipulation, again manipulation, and then get a reversal. What also we can do is look at the quarterly shifts. So the 1st of January is here. We have October, right? October, November, December. Right there. So this was a quarter. This was the main move of this quarter. So we might, it was down. So we might see a quarterly shift going on right here to become bullish and take out this high. That's possible. But anyways, let's see. Okay, go to the London session. We are now trading into this weekly fair value gap, as you can see. Almost fills it in. London is opening. So let's play. I don't know if this is only 1 minute. All right. So to give us an idea where we are at a very high. The price head of the curve, you might say. In discount, we just took the 60-day IPDA high, and this is the 4 hour. Let's see how the 15-minute plays out. Asia was almost filling the fair value gap. So now we have London. Let's see what London wants to do. Okay. So in terms of dealing ranges, in the range we are currently in, to me, on the 15 is this low to this high. Let's make this blue. Why? Because this is the move that creates this high, right? Because we took out this liquidity, we created a low, and from this point, price trades higher, taking out this high right here. So this is my dealing range. Price came back to a discount to this order block, fair value gap, resting at 50%. Now price is trading higher. This is the midnight opening price, so that's interesting. Price rejects from it. We now have a shift in market structure on the 1 minute. Going to the 50% level again. This is interesting. So for me now at this moment, we took out this liquidity, right? This high right there. We are rejecting from the midnight opening price. We did not create a new high, also meaning this is a mitigation area. Price taps into it, but closes way below it. So once price closes below this low, I'm looking for shorts. And then price, I like to stay price, that's not doing it. So it takes out this high once more. Look how price is now mainly consolidating. Yeah, so price closed strongly below the swing low right here, then came back, respecting this fair value gap on the 1 minute, and now is again giving a strong candle, taking out this high and rejecting off of the midnight opening. So for me, that's a short position with my stop maybe here, and my target, we put a target. I think it's market weight sell model, so I would target something like there, or maybe this low right here, or maybe here, because this low is a very, very big move. So maybe if we take this dealing range, 50%, just above 50%, and it's also the midway of. Let's do it here because this is the mid-level of the fair value gap where price might find support and trace higher from. Let's take a market order and save this one. All right. So price is now responding to the 25% area. Did we take out Asia low? No, we did create equal lows. No, it's not going to hold. So price almost took me out, but it was just taking out this high and almost filling this fair value gap. That's the reason why I put my stop over here of this fair value gap. Yeah, so price is accumulating shorts, I think. As you can see, we're in a deep premium. We took out relative highs, we filled the imbalance. And look at where we are in price, all from here to here. So it's gotta be time somewhere to retrace. And I think we can expect a bigger retracement because if we go to the 1H and we will measure this all leg from this low to this high, you have the potential of going to this area right here. So, but I have now a trade of 1 to 2.5, which is fine by me. And again, price could find support at the mean threshold of this weekly fair value gap. And the hourly dealing range for me is this. Which is, okay, so yeah. Okay, but let's see. So price is now very, when I have my risk. I could put my stop above this high because this is an intermediate termine. It should be a protected high on the 1 minute at least. Let's see what we have on the 15. Yeah, there's on the 15. This is not a protected high, just a swing high. This would be the protected high on the 1 minute, my original position. So instead of moving my stop, I am going to take a partial. Price is now consolidating a bit. We did create equal lows, so price can retrace now. We made a swing low. So that means that if we measure this lag, price can go up to fill this imbalance right there. and we don't want to choke the trade. So now price in, okay. So this is obviously not something I want to see. Let's do this, and let's measure this range right here, right? So from this high, the highest high and the lowest low made this far. So we can see that my entry is exactly at the 50%. So let's do its thing. So still playing around the 25% level. I look on the 1 hour, on the 15, order flows bullish. And we took out this phantom trend line. So in the 1 minute, what we have, price took out this high right there. This is the 50%. So price went into, look at the bodies, they're closing below equilibrium. Price went back into premium. We have strong lows below this low right here that took out the liquidity. And go sideways. And this is also lunch. If you can see what London did, it created a move down. Now lunch is moving up, creating also this phantom trend line. So basically waiting for 7 o'clock, right? Oh, and there it is. That's my stop loss. Or my TP was hit right there. So it's a very nice trade, I think. Yeah, this was excitement. But yeah, still kept to my plan, to my analysis, and it played out. So now New York session starts. So what do we have so far, right? Let's see. What do we have? If we go up just one time frame, or maybe at the 4 hour, it's more clear, right? So we have a very clear dealing range, which is this low to this high. Very obvious. Took buy side, took the sell side, bam. Yes, we are illustrating this weekly bearish value gap, but this value gap is in a premium. So I'd like to see price come back into this order block right here. Take out this low maybe, or maybe these equal lows. Take out equal lows, step in this order block and go. But also what we have, and that's very nice, is we have a look at that. We have a breaker. We have a high, we have a low, low, and we have a high, high. And we break this candle right here. This is the highest bullish candle. So this is a nice this is a 4-hour breaker. It's a very nice area for price to come back to. Like so. Which is at the 50%, which is just also nice. So short term now, I'm bearish. So let's see if we can get an entry. I'm gonna remove this as well. So let's see if we get an entry. So we have a swing on the 15. Swing is almost created, I guess. Oh, no, not yet. So price is pulling back. No. So what I'm waiting for is a swing low on the 15. Like this. So I can measure the move from this high, which happens to be a look how this is reacting from the 50%, which is nice. Price created a high, I'd like to see this high taken out, reaction of this fair value gap. And here we have also a breaker, right? So we have a breaker. I'm going to make this whole candle, right? So I'm interested in this area. This is my area of interest. This is a premium, and it's a breaker. It's the last down close up candle before this move for the break. So yeah, let's see how price is going to react. There's liquidity generated. So now price took out its equal highs with a shadow wick. Price did not get into value. Okay, so now we tap into it. So okay, this is nice. Let's see what happens next. Yes, we did break this one with speed. We are respecting this 1 minute intermediate term high, short term high, intermediate term high. But it is not really displacement for me. So price is consolidating. Maybe there's news, I'm not sure. Don't see it. Okay, so price is going without me, which is fine. I just didn't. It wasn't a really real displacement move. So again, we have a new dealing range from this high to this low. And the only thing we have is this breaker where price tapped into. But look at all those equal highs. We're still at the 75% level. So now we are in the London close. And one who's still bearish, right? Want to see those equal highs taken. I think that's a nice market make sell model if you mark it up from here. So this would be the original consolidation, low risk buy maybe. This is the first stage. Second stage, smart money reversal. First, take something like that. So now just, oops, can also use this high to this low. Look how this lines up. So let's wait for it to tap into it once more. Like so. Okay. That's a deep retracement. And look how the 60-day high of IPDA is offering support. It also lines up with an order block right here. Doesn't mean we're gonna shift to the upside now, but it might give a deeper pullback. Now it's not time to trade anymore. It's now 11. So let's go to the London session. You see nothing really big happened. Price is still inside this range. So overall, this is now the range, right? This is where all this started. and look where price is finding resistance at the 50% level. So let's take a look at the daily to get an idea what we did. Okay, that's interesting. So we have a potential swing high. This is today's price action. And if we look at this range from this low to this high, I think that's the same we have marked out on the daily from the 4 hour. So let's see. Is this one right? Let's make this one visible on the daily also. So yeah. So look how this level lines all up with the 60-day high, the 75% level. And we're looking for price to trade into this order block. So in a short time we are bearish. We have a swing high formation in the making. Here we are still bullish, but in the 1 hour price is turning bearish. We broke these lows. We keep trading below it, which is bearish sign. So let's see if we can get again to this 4 hour breaker. Yeah, so this is now new 15-minute dealing range, right? This is the range we are currently in. So let's mark that range up. So 50-minute. And now we are in discount. You don't want to sell in discount. You want price to come back up, take out this high, and then trade lower. Look at the 1 minute. It's a market maker buy model. We have the original consolidation, smart reversal. So short-term buyers could be bullish to take out Asia high, which is here. Look at all those candles. So that means this value gap we want, we just go straight up. Fine. If we take them out, we create another equal high. So now we have a retracement from this high to there. There are some lows that could be taken out. Okay, so now we've taken out those highs right here. Again, touching the 50% level. This is a swing low. That's not enough for me. This is the reason. So price is now in a deeper premium. So if I was price, I want to take out this high also. Okay, so that's not what's going to happen. So we have a very clear break now here. We're expecting this value gap where we break lower. So now what we have is we can now measure this move from this low to this high. Let's see this anymore. 50%. Yeah, this breaker right there, the bullish candle. Opening price, we are above opening price. London could make a high of the day, creating equal highs for later on. We took out this high right here. So let's see. Short. That's makes more sense. I'm not sure, to be honest. I will wait. I'll wait. I don't know. Or maybe the high time frame will give some clarity. What do we see? There are no fair value gaps, no whatsoever. Only big wicks. So I'm not sure what price wants to do next. Maybe that was right. Too short. Would be a very nice trade. Granted. So it took out this high. So on the lower time frames it would be this. Took out this high. Trading lower. And now we have relative equal highs right there. So that would be my next target. So waiting for a retracement. Of course we are bearish. It's a nice retracement. So let's go to the 15. See what we have here. Creating a bearish stealing range. Closing below this low. Take this leg out completely. Here are the equal lows. But I think you can target the 4 hour. So I'm gonna measure this. Let's see price trade to 50%. There we go. So it's respecting the weekly opening price. We are above midnight opening. And let's see how price is reacting to bullish PD arrays. Well, it's ignoring them completely. Now we have a low broken, so now we have a bearish steering range again, which is very nice. So yeah, let's take this. Let's short this. Stop loss always high. It's a big stop loss, but maybe just 10 pips. Fixed 10 pips. And let's target this. And let's enter at market. Save. Okay. This can be going now. Today is Thursday. So let's see what price already did have so far this week. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Monday is the low. Tuesday the high. Okay. Okay. So let's see what happens. This right there. Obviously gonna take some profits there. If price gets there. Price is respecting this PD array. finds resistance at 60-day high. This is now lunch. Lunch can do unpredictable things. So price going sideways now. Let's go to the 7. Oh, this went a bit too fast, but anyways, yeah, I am happy with this move, but I'm going to take partials right here. At least I'm going to break even right now. I don't want to see price after such a move. I don't want to see price trade up all again. Maybe just a manipulation move, consolidation manipulation, or it is the first stage of redistribution. But anyways, I'm gonna pay the trader. This is the low that this the equal lows that I've taken right now. So this is now the New York Open. We almost have my TP. So we might see a retracement, which is totally normal. So we traded back into this fair value gap, rejection of this low that we took. Now we're trading lower. Here was news, and there's also news coming up at 9:30. Not sure what kind of news it is. President speaks. And there it is. This was a pretty awesome trade, if I say so myself. So let's recap this trade. Let's do it from maybe the 1 hour. Well, it's basically a 4-hour IPDA rate, right? So things that were in play here for me was this dealing range, right? Which is the most obvious on the 4H. This was, for me, the most obvious move, where you can see it the most clearly. So price red is low. Let's remove this Safari for now, shall we? Also all these other lines. Let's make it more clear. Like this. And let's use I don't know, blue. Let's not choose support at all. Just this block. Right, because this one is important. So the main thing is to know where we are in price, right? In regards to the high time frame. So the current dealing range on the high time frame, in this case the 4H, was this low to this high. This is the most swing, that's no doubt about it, that this is the low and this is the high. So as soon as we were trading lower, we have an obvious swing high point. So once we have that swing high point, price is probably going to retrace. And as we all know, price is likely to draw to the 50% level. So that's where I'm going to find my PD arrays. So at the 50% level, I'm going to look for PD arrays. And since this is a dealing range, which means we have taken the sell side, we have taken the buy side, which means there's also a breaker. So you have to look inside this area somewhere where this breaker is. We broke structure on the left, so I picked this bullish candle as my breaker because this is the biggest up candle before this move down. I didn't pick this one because this biggest candle engulfs all the candles resting in here. So that's why I picked this as my breaker. Also notice that the mean threshold of the breaker is in line with the 50% level. Also, when we have a swing high formed, we know we are in discount, so we're not going to look for longs. We're going to wait and see if price is becoming bearish, and then target a PD array resting at the 50%. And that's exactly what happened to that at this trading day. So if you go to the 1 hour, we can see that trading, this is the whole leg. Monday it began the low, and Tuesday made the high of the week. Wednesday was the start of the reversal, and then today at Thursday we traded back heavily towards the 50%. So what we can see here is once we obviously see, let's zoom in a bit. Well, maybe not, let's do this. To me, how I see it, we have this swing low to this swing high, and then from maybe this low to this high. Or, you know what, remove this one, and let's say we use this high right there. Makes more sense, right? So this low to this high, that's a leg. Then we traced a little bit back, we tapped into this fair value gap, and then we pushed higher, taking out these highs, right? So once this low right there is violated, and look how it is violated, with a strong big candle also closing in and trading and closing below this fair value gap, which was respected first to use to push price higher, is now completely traded into. So this was the first tell that price wanted to go lower. This was on a Wednesday. Then we have this high to this low, price traded back into this order block, and then once price traded back into the order block, price traded lower, created a new low. Well, at this point right here, and also at these lows before, price as was busy creating a bearish dealing range, because obviously it took out the buy side and it took out the sell side. So this right here, I'm going to remove this fib. So this right here now became our new dealing range, which was created on Wednesday. Then overnight price traded back into the 50%. Is also always what you want to see. Price trades back into the 50%, and it does it here again. And then Thursday, this trading day began. Right here we have auto trade and 3-4 long, so people would think we're going higher again, take out these highs. No, we are not. We are in the discount area of the 4 range, right? So let's take the 4 range, and I want the GAN box right here, yeah. So let's set up the GAN box, right? Ah, there we go. It's already pretty neat. Maybe I want to switch it, switch colors maybe. Maybe we want green at the bottom, the orange at the top. Yeah, something like this, it's fine. Can I click on colors here? Everything's got the same color. I don't. Okay, so going back to the 1 hour, you can clearly see price is still in the orange area, which is a 4 hour premium. You don't want to buy in premium, you want to sell in premium. So price comes back, trades lower, trades back into the 50%. And because we are in a higher time frame, the 4 hour premium, that's why I am measuring this move from high to low to get a bearish dealing range. Then we see price taking out this low right here at the beginning of, let's do this in the 15-minute, right? Obviously, this is now from this day on, from Tuesday, we have bearish order flow established, right? Then we create equal lows. This should be a first indication that price wants to go lower because equal lows, low resistance signature, price wants to take out this low at least. So price trades up, midnight price action consolidation. So we kind of have a double manipulation move because you might say this is an accumulation. Manipulation, expansion. We're expecting that rotation back and then go higher. No, that's not the case. Because this was the real move. This was the fake move. And here we have the real move again. And this was for people that saw notice that this was a new higher high created. For people that wants to go long, put their stop loss here. Price made a higher high, broke structure, move their stop loss there. Price trades up very quickly, so more people are going to place their stop losses there because look at this momentum right there, and then suddenly, bam, takes out those people who put their stop loss there. Then, like I said earlier, we have sell side taken. A sell side taken, buy side taken, which makes this a new dealing range. And that's exactly where I traded off, where this trade was based off. I took no trade in this leg, just wanted to see how price was reacting, going from this high to this low. So and this high was above 50%, right? So we tapped into discount, or premium, I'm sorry, and we moved back. Then we created this very strong displacement lag, leaving a fair value gap at premium. This is textbook. This is very nice. And look at how price is exactly trading to the mid-level of this fair value gap. Then let's go to the 1 minute. So this is that lag, right? This high to this low, fair value gap. The 1 minute is also very beautiful price action. So that's exactly how you want it to see. Price trades higher, creating equal highs. And this is the power of 3. Consolidation, manipulation, distribution. There we go. So about my entry, we have this, we tapped into this value gap, and then we strongly pushed lower. Yes, we broke this low with speed, but price never came back with to fill any value gap or whatsoever, or imbalance or whatever. This for me is the more important low to see it break, and we did that with this candle right here. Not sure. I think it is moved. I think I entered on this candle right here. I'm not sure. ICT is teaching us the 2022 model to get it at a premium right here, from this high to this low to this order block, or maybe enter from here. I usually do not do that because I don't want to miss the move in like what happened here. as soon as we break strong below this low, and I see this fair value gap created right there, I'm either entering on this first fair value gap or I'm entering at this candle, like I did right there. My stop, I want to place it above the 50% level at the logical area. So we have this all move down. So for me, I saw this fair value gap earlier and didn't want to go price. You have to allow price to tap into it and then reverse, like we saw earlier. Yeah, so the rest is history, right? So my target it was Thursday, something that I looked at. Just I can make big moves. Something happened today, and there was apparently also news today, which makes sure my target was hit. So that's on the 5 minutes, zoom out a bit. Yeah, so on the 5 minute, we have this consolidation. Again, we have the same thing going on here. Consolidation, manipulation, taking out those highs, and distribution to the downside. This was 6:20, so this was at lunch in New York. You could enter again at New York because there is this high to this low, relatively equal highs inside the fair value gap, which is also above 50%. And there was also this mitigation block where price almost stepped into this candle right there. This high comes in at 722 and this low comes in at 722, so perfection. And then price takes off again. Then we have this news candle right here. Of course, it was news at 8:30. So from this high to this low, right? It's on the 5 minute. Where did price trade into? Well, it was news, so it's more volatile. So you can expect price to shoot more back into the range. While it tapped into this order block right there. There's a price traded into optimal trade entry. Could place your just limit order stop loss above, and look what I did before, create equal highs, taking it out and then trading back into the 4-hour discount IPDA, like that. So okay, I'm gonna leave it this way. This is for today. I think it was very nice. Took some very nice trades. I think took 2 trades, 2 winners, which makes sense. So yeah, let's see for the next time. Thank you.